Geography. India, climate and vegetation. Climate regions and factors influencing the climate. Because India is a country which has great diversity in the relief features. There is also great diversity in the climate. On the one hand, we have the dry desert climate of Rajasthan, while on the other hand, the climate varies from the humid climate near the sea coast to the wet climate of Meghalaya in the northeast. This diversity can be seen in the above map. Despite these local variations, as a whole, the climate of India is described as tropical monsoon type climate. There are three factors that are responsible for the tropical monsoon climate. They are because India is divided into two regions by the Tropic of Cancer. The southern part lies in the tropical zone, while the northern part lies in the subtropical zone. The location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean causes the moist winds that blow over the Indian Ocean to blow towards the mainland. The mighty Himalayan ranges protect India from the cold polar winds that blow from the north. This accounts for a distinctly tropical climate in India. Thus, we can say that the climate of India is the tropical monsoon climate. There are other factors that influence the climate of India. These include the upper air currents or the shifting jet streams that blow in a narrow region over the northern plains, both in the winter and summer seasons. Secondly, the altitude and the direction of the mountain ranges in India play an important role in the diversity of the relief features of the country. Finally, the position of the Indian mainland with respect to the Indian Ocean and the seas has a major role to play in the climate of the country. India, pressure and temperature, January and July. The factors that affect the climate of India include the location, altitude, distance from the sea, and its relief topography. This is the reason for the differences in regional and seasonal climate. In winter, due to the low temperatures in the northern plains, the pressure on the landmass increases. Since winds always blow from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure, the winds from the landmass, that is, the northern plains, blow towards the sea. In contrast, during summer, the temperature increases over the plains. As a result, the warm air that is lighter rises up, thus creating an area of low pressure. During this time, the wind from the sea that is laden with moisture blows towards the land. This is known as onshore breeze. On studying the pressure and temperature maps, it can be seen that during January, the pressure increases from ocean to land. During July, it increases from land to ocean. There are other climatic factors that cause rainfall. This is the reason why Chennai receives rainfall from the northeast monsoon during winter. The dry winds that blow from the land to the sea collect moisture while crossing over the Bay of Bengal. This moisture is shed over the Coromandel coast and this area gets rain. India, monsoon rains. Normal dates of onset of monsoon. The rainy season in India is also known as the season of advancing monsoon or the season of the southwest monsoon. It is during this season that the monsoon begins and advances. At this time, winds from the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal blow towards the land. These winds are moisture laden and they rise up when they strike against the barriers formed by the mountain ranges. As a result, the vapor in them condenses and falls down as rainfall. Different places in the country receive the monsoon rains at different dates. Being on the western coast, the first place to get rainfall during the monsoon is Kerala, usually by around 1st June, while the last place to receive the monsoon is the northwestern Rajasthan, that is, by the 15th of July. The winds that blow are deflected from west to east. This is because of two reasons, that is, the triangular shape of the Indian peninsula and the Himalayan barriers. A map helps us to understand this clearly. By the 5th of June, monsoon begins in the northeast. The moisture-saturated winds then blow in the northerly direction and by the 15th of June, they reach Delhi. The rainfall is distributed very unevenly over the landmass. The northeastern parts of the south-facing slopes, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya and Sikkim. The western parts of Western Ghats, including the coastal plains, and the deltaic region of West Bengal get rainfall about 200 cm a year. In rainfall, rainfall. The world's heaviest rainfall occurs in Mausam in Meghalaya, which gets up to 1,142 centimeters annually. Parts of the northeast, Bihar, Bengal, and eastern UP receive rainfall in decreasing order, 100 to 200 centimeters, from the southwest monsoon. The moderate rainfall areas in the south include Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, the southeastern coast of Tamil Nadu, and the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. The interior regions of the northern plains get less rainfall, that is, between 50 to 100 centimeters. Those areas that receive less than 50 centimeters of rainfall a year include those regions that lie between the rain shadow areas to the North Himalayas, like Lahaul Spiti in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. The Aravallis are located in the parallel direction to the monsoon winds that arise from the Arabian Sea. As a result, the Thar Desert receives an annual rainfall of less than 25 centimeters. The other regions of India that get very scanty rainfall include the southern parts of Haryana and southwestern Punjab. India, the natural vegetation The natural vegetation of India is divided into 5 types, namely tropical, deciduous forest, evergreen forest, mountain forest, thorn forest, and tidal or delta forest. The evergreen trees that grow in the tropical rainforest do not shed leaves in any particular season. These forests get an average rainfall of more than 200 centimeters annually. These trees grow to great heights. One of the important characteristics of these trees is that they have a layering arrangement, as can be seen in the picture above. In contrast to the evergreen trees, the trees in the tropical deciduous forest shed their leaves during a particular season. This occurrence takes place during the dry season, so that they can conserve their moisture. With the onset of monsoon, fresh leaves begin to grow. So, these forests are also known as monsoon forests. These forests have an average annual rainfall between 75 and 200 centimeters. Deciduous forests are the most common type of vegetation seen in the tropical monsoon climate. In places where the rainfall is between 50 and 100 centimeters, dry deciduous forests are seen. Those regions with a yearly rainfall less 50 centimeters have thorny forest. The main vegetation in these forests comprises of short trees like babul and kikar. Thorns are the modifications of plants for 2 reasons. First, they act as a sort of protection to preserve moisture, and secondly, they prevent grazing animals from eating them. Tidal forests are known as mangrove forest or as Sundarbans. The name Sundarbans can be literally translated as beautiful jungle or beautiful forest in the local Bengali language. One important feature of the mangrove trees is that it can survive both in fresh water and also in salt water. Depending on the height, the vegetation varies, especially on high mountains like the Himalayas. For example, tropical evergreen forests are found at the ground level. This change in vegetation is similar to the variation in the vegetation from the equatorial region to the polar regions. India, wildlife. Many important wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, national parks, tiger reserves, and biosphere reserve have been set up and are being maintained in order to preserve and protect the invaluable wildlife of our country. National Parks: Dudhwa in Uttar Pradesh, Sariska in Rajasthan, Ranthambore in Rajasthan, Kanheri in Maharashtra, Periyar in Kerala, Simplipal in Orissa. Bird sanctuaries: Bharatpur in Rajasthan, Rangan-Tittu in Karnataka. Wildlife sanctuaries: Corbett in Uttarakhand, Kaziranga and Manas in Assam, Kawal and Pocharam in Andhra Pradesh, Gindi in Tamil Nadu. Important biosphere reserves: Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu, Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand, Nokrek in Meghalaya, Sundarbans, the tiger reserve in West Bengal, Khangchen Zonga in Sikkim. India climate graphs. Monthly mean temperature and the average rainfall of selected places are shown in the above climate graph. According to this graph, Chennai receives rainfall almost the whole year through. The monthly mean temperature does not exceed 35 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature does not go less than 23 degrees Celsius. Another place that is represented in this graph is Leh. Throughout the year, there is very scanty rainfall, and Leh practically receives no rainfall in November. Because of the almost nil rainfall, Leh is a cold desert. Here, the minimum temperature may sometimes be as low as -8 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature does not go beyond 20 degrees Celsius.